Should Fast and Furious have ended with Fast and Furious 7 is a question that has needed to be answered for years and years, as many people believe the start of the decline was either Fast and Furious 7 or after Fast and Furious 7 was the start of the decline for the Fast franchise. However, what we do know is there has been a decline, and what we do know is that a lot of people want the franchise to end, so we're looking at should the Fast and Furious franchise have ended at Fast 7, as we asked all you guys the exact same question a few days ago, and we're going to take a look at those poll results today and reveal all. Before we do that though, I want you to do a massive favour for us and hit that like button. That would be much appreciated. I think that the poll results help back up our genuine opinions of, yes, everybody agrees that it probably should have ended at Fast 7, because to me, I think I'm on the fence of yes, this is clear as day for me that it should have ended after Fast 7, simply for the fact that it had a great tribute to Paul Walker, for like the perfect end for the Delettos and Dom as a thing, and it just ended the franchise. But not only that, I think a lot of us also see other sides of things since Fast and Furious 7 ended, in which was that in Fast and Furious 8 and 9 and 10, it just seems to get away from what made Fast and Furious good in the first place. From the street racing heist that we saw in the very first movie, that got continued all the way up to like Fast 6, if I'm right in thinking. Sorry if I've got any of that wrong, and let me know down in the comments down below if I made a cock up there. But to me, it seems to go up to like Fast 6, where we sort of saw the end of the street racing stuff. And then when Fast and Furious 7 rolled around, it was completely different. Now these street racers know how to fight. They seem to be the ones that now are big criminals and everything like that. Cool. But then in Fast and Furious 7, it felt like Delettos versus a person. And from Fast and Furious 7 onwards, we're getting Delettos versus a main villain. It's not fucking Disney. I hate that. I hate that feeling of having changed what the Fast franchise was all about to having just, oh, it's the Deletto family versus this guy and this. And then like Fast and Furious 8, for whatever reason, goes, oh, Dom's on the other side. It's like, what? Obviously, it clears itself up by the end of the film, but it just gets stupid. And not only that, they go to fucking space and they take down a nuclear submarine. When was that ever part of their skill set and their repertoire from the very first movie of them just being car thieves and car racers? It just does not make sense, does it? But, you know, it's the Fast franchise that's now turned into Mission Impossible. It's like a hybrid for whatever reason. I think that was a huge thing as well. That the Fast and Furious franchise started to become something of like a comparison with the Mission Impossible franchise. Oh, we want this sequel and this sequel and this sequel, and we're going to keep these franchises going. It's not a fucking TV show. People won't reward you for carrying on a franchise in movies. People go, another one? Seriously? And that's what's happening every time Fast comes out now, a new Fast film. But the Fast 10 weren't bad, don't get me wrong. But I think that at least they managed to bounce back from 8 and 9. But I think a main reason why 8, 9, and even 10 to an extent failed was the recruitment wasn't quite right neither. As if you look at 8, obviously Dom's the main villain, in which I just couldn't wrap my head around that, and then it all comes out at the end, and it's like, oh shit. But then 9, Jacob being Dom's brother, okay, that sounds cool, but then you're hiring John Cena, who's sort of a comedic actor, and to me, I love John Cena in WWE and in many other stuff that he's worked on. I like what he stands for. But being part of the Fast franchise as a serious character, seriously, are we going there? Come on, man, that does not work. In every role I've seen him in, apart from the exception of Peacemaker, does he look like a semi-serious character. But even then in Peacemaker, he's funny as fuck, and his comedy is what drags him through the Peacemaker season, and obviously Suicide Squad. But to me, putting him in as Jacob just made no sense to me, and still doesn't, because he really stood out like a sore thumb, because acting isn't that great, if I'm being brutally honest. So to me, to put him in that position just because he's a big name just showed me where the franchise was heading. And to me, if you look in front, I think they're going to continue going down this megastar route, similar to what Expendables does. You know what I mean? It just does not work. Just putting all these big names in a film and then expecting it to work and then hoping that, okay, that actor pulls through or whatever. It just doesn't seem to work. And to me, I think this was a huge reason why post Fast and Furious 7, why it all went to shit, because the recruitment weren't quite right. I think Jason Momoa as a villain was pretty good, and was probably the best thing about Fast 10. But other than that, it seems pretty forgettable. Fast and Furious 10, apart from the big cliff scene and that, where it ends, and it's like, oh, there's another part to it, and you're thinking, shit, I've got to go see another Fast and Furious movie. However, not everybody on the poll picked yes. And obviously I do want to discuss the reasons why no, because then it's a fair debate. And to me, to look on the other side of why people might have picked no, all I can think of is that they thought, know what, I love the Fast and Furious franchise, it's one of the best things, and no matter if there's a bad film or something, I love watching it for the cars. That might be a genuine reason. And also that people might actually think that the future looks bright for the franchise. You've always got to look from that point of view. That somebody who has a different opinion to you might think, oh, the franchise could go in this direction or this direction. There's still directions to go. Or you might think the story's incomplete. Let us know all that down in the comments down below, because I'm not exactly sure, trying to look from the other side, what the positives would be to have carried on after Fast 7. But if you think, oh, I saw this in Fast and Furious 8 and Fast and Furious 9 and 10, and I saw that the growth of the franchise could have gone in a different direction, let us know all that in the comments down below, because I'm interested to see what you guys think, because this is your channel after all, and I want to know your opinions on that. Just to summarize this then, I obviously think that Fast and Furious 7 should have been the end of the franchise. Is there anybody out there that thinks it should have ended earlier or later? Let us know all that down in those comments down below, please. And if you haven't already, check out the videos on screen, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Laters.